So one of the things that I always talked about with Secaucus Seven is that these are people who are trying to hold on to their values, to hold on to their ideals, even though they live very far from each other now. They have this kind of community of ideas, community of values, and they're still very hopeful. People often talk about, what did you think of The Big Chill? And I always feel like, well, it has a very similar format, but they're actually very different people. The Big Chill is called The Big Chill for a reason, and one of the main reason is these are people who are discovering that they've lost those values, or maybe they never had them in the first place. And so these are people going in very, very kind of different directions, besides the differences between, kind of class and other things. So I think what's happened in the last 15 to 20 years is that the United States has moved much further away from what they were hoping it would be. So there's a lot of disappointment. There's a certain amount of burnout, people who are in those kind of frontline jobs, which some of the Secaucus Seven are, teaching in inner city schools, drug counselors, whatever. It's very hard to do those jobs for more than 5 or 6 years without burning out. They're just really tough on you emotionally. And you're often fighting on two fronts. It's not only the people you're trying to help, it's the bureaucracy behind you. Your program is getting canceled. The tax base changes and nobody's interested in a methadone clinic anymore, or all the struggles that have happened and all the fads that have gone through education in the last 15 years, can really just kind of throw people for a loop, and just eventually many of them threw up their hands and said, I'm going to do something else for a while.